Hey, what's going on, everyone? I'm the Insomniac Viewer, and welcome to another edition of my Top 10. This week is my Top 10 Players of the Decade for hockey. And my decade goes from 99 to 09. So, number 10 on my list, Jarome Iginla. Let's be honest, people, he had really offensive firepower. And at his prime, if he could stay uninjured, that's a big if. But you know, people from Pittsburgh are soft and weak. But when he was in his prime, one of the best, plain and simple. Number 9, Evgeni Malkin. Evgeni Malkin is another offensive firepower. He has a dangerous shot, quick and fast. My only problem with Evgeni Malkin is yes, he's won trophies, but he gets that based on reputation too. He's on the Pittsburgh, but he is prone to being lazy. He does that a lot, and he's horrible in the defensive end and costs his team a lot. So yeah. Number 8 on my list for top 10 players, Martin Broder. Well, you might be saying, why is number 8? But let's be honest, people. The regular season means shit. It's playoffs what matters. It doesn't matter if you post 700 regular season wins. If you don't win a single cup, you're a nobody. You're still a failure. He has 2 cups from 99 to 09, but let's be honest, only one of those cups is actually good. The 03 team was just, you know, a pretty good team that slid through on the trap system. So, but Martin Broder hasn't had a single talented season since 03. And regular season don't count for shit, everyone. You can look at his stats. He's been playoff retarded. His stats have been dropping. His skill is getting slower. He's getting slower. He's getting easier to beat every year. He's getting pretty average. Won't be long till I don't know. He's hard to pick because he's not one of the greats anymore, but he's decent enough where he's a starter. Alright, moving on. Number 7, Joe Thornton. Let's be honest, people. Super Joe, one of the best players of the decade. That's what I can say about him. He's very good. He's not selfish. He passes. He shoots. Just what you call a really complete player. He'll pass if he has to, or he'll shoot. But Joe Sakic actually a hard enough shot what really matters. And Joe Thornton's dangerous anytime he's on the ice. Number 6 on my list, Joe Sakic. He reminds me of Yzerman. He's basically the ad version of Yzerman. Complete player, does everything, defense, nice guy. Joe Sakic's definitely a surefire Hall of Fame. Same with Joe Thornton. Number 5 on my list, Jarome Iginla. He's another player who's offensively talented, very good, very fast, good hard shot, and he played back in the NHL before it became a pussy NHL 2.0 when it actually meant something to score 40-50 goals. Because, you know, players nowadays wouldn't be competitive with the pre-lockout rules. You wouldn't see Malkin even getting that high. Even Ovechkin would probably be cut down to still 50, but 50 score. Number 4 on my list, Scott Niedermayer. He's another player who's just a complete all-around player. He'll do everything, and if you want to win a cup, Scott Niedermayer is a pick for. If you want to build a cup team, Scott Niedermayer in his prime. Number 3 on my list, Chris Pronger, one of the best defensemen ever. To be honest, he'll log a lot of ice time. He'll make your team better. My only beef with him is he takes some stupid ass penalties, but overall, defensively he'll help you more than almost any other person. It was between him and Nicholas Lidstrom, but I gave it to Chris Pronger. It was hard to do, but number 2 on my list, Alexander Ovechkin. He is one of the best players of all time. 65 goals one season. He's dangerous in the offense. He shoots a very hard shot. He doesn't really pass too much, but he creates rebound chances. And if you want a game breaker in a tie game, game 7, who do you want to score the goal for you? It'll be Alexander Ovechkin, one of the best. And my number 1 person, my top 10 players of the decade, even though he kind of left early in the decade, Patrick Waugh. There is not a single bigger difference maker player than Patrick Waugh. Broder seemed to crack under pressure games, and he plays on a good defensive team. Patrick Waugh didn't play as a good defensive team. Patrick Waugh bailed his team out, and he was an absolute difference maker. If I wanted a cup team and I wanted to take a goalie, I would take Patrick Waugh over any goalie, past, present, or future. No one will beat Patrick Waugh. I don't give a shit about Martin Broder having more wins. He's played longer, and he has a shootout. Who gives a shit? Give me a minute to breathe. Okay, now you guys may be saying, why didn't certain people get on the list, like you idiot Crosby lovers? Let's be honest, people. Crosby is a basic playmaker. Playmakers are the easiest position in the NHL besides being a goon. He has a horrible, slow, and weak shot. He has never broke 40 goals. He's not offensively talented. There's a reason he's a playmaker, because he can't actually be a goal scorer. He does not have the pure talent. He is slow and weak shot. He is small, so he can be easily pushed around. His only benefit is the refs protect him, so he can sit in front of the net and get those tapping goals, because if anyone touches Crosby, they get a penalty. The only way Crosby scores is 9% of his goals are tapping goals, because he don't have the pure talent himself. I don't give a shit that he has 100 points. That is not hard to do on Pittsburgh. That's an all-offensive team, plus he gets a lot of special treatment from the league. That's not really saying much. You could take anyone on my list and put them on Pittsburgh right now, and they could be better than Crosby. Well, except the goalies. I don't know if the goalies know how to... Okay, even the goalies too, because hell, Crosby's worthless. He's a basic playmaker, people. That's the easiest position in the NHL besides a goon. Anyone can be a playmaker. You won't be in the NHL if you can't pass. And if you can't be a goal scorer, you are a playmaker because you're not as talented. So yep, that's my list for my top 10 players of the decade. Number 10, Jarome Iginla. Number 9, Evgeni Malkin. 8, Martin Broder. Number 7, Super Joe Thornton. Number 6, Joe Sakic. Number 5, Jarome Iginla. Number 4, Scott Niedermayer. Number 3, Chris Pronger. Number 2, Alexander Ovechkin. And number 1, the Patrick Waugh. This has been an edition of my top 10. This is my top 10 goalies my top 10 players of the decade from 99 to 09. Peace.